Okay, Ramblin' Rusty. I am here at the produce sale. It's at a little different location than normal. This will be the last produce sale of this season. It'll start up again in the spring. And so this is the warehouse. And we're here at the warehouse. We get welcomed by Mindy. It is amazing to see the different reaction people give when they see me walking around with my phone on my stabilizer. Here's a reaction given by the assistant girls dean, Christy Young. I don't know whether she's in hiding, doesn't want anybody to find out where she is. But anyway, that's one reaction. Another reaction is what Janice Henline gives me. Take a look. All right, here you go, Mindy. Go tell what all's here.
Okay.
Well, let's start at this end. I usually end up at this end before. All right, what do we have here?
So right here we have microgreens. So this is radish. This is sorrel, which is a lemon flavor, and that's arugula.
All right.
And then we have spinach. A lot of it's already gone. So we have 3 bags of spinach, and then this is Rita Miller's bread that she volunteers and makes every week. And then broccoli.
Oh man.
Lots of broccoli. And then Curtis over there and my husband harvested this sucker. It's 5 pounds. So cauliflower. More cauliflower.
Now, of course, that's the big one, but then
there's normal size. Yeah, that's normal. That's exceptional.
That is exceptional.
And then we have carrots. These store for a long time. So storage. And then beets. You picked our beets for us this week.
Yeah, but
they were small because of the daylight.
Okay, that's all right.
And then these are Japanese sweet potatoes. And then American. And then these are pumpkin pie pumpkins. So, and then butternut squash. Lettuce, and then we have a lot of kale down there.
Lettuce.
We've got romaine, butterhead, green butterhead, and red butterhead. And more romaine.
I asked one of the students to take me back and show me what's going on in the warehouse. First of all, we saw a pile of wheat. And this is what was used to mix with the clay to make the pizza oven. How long was it going to take to dry? You got any idea?
I think Mr. Phil's going to wait like around 5 days. He started taking the sand out earlier this week, but it started to collapse. He stopped.
All right, let's go around.
Yeah. He started taking a little bit out, but you see, he put the sand in.
Did Philip tell you what all you're going to be doing after basic growing season over? You'll be working with the microgreens.
I think we'll be fixing up that tractor over there. Flip it so they can fit through the rows.
You'll learn mechanics besides burying seed. The other night I had to go up to Nancy Lou Cross. She called me up and says, "I got an animal up in my upstairs bedroom," and so. So I went up there and I took my headlamp, looked underneath. She had a great big double bed there, and looked underneath there, and sure enough, there's a possum back there. So he chased it. I don't know. He chased him to one side of the room, then to the other, and then he went back underneath the chest of drawers, and I couldn't flush him out again. So I laid down on my stomach. I saw his tail sticking out where I could get a hold of it, so I reached out and grabbed his tail, and it was a full-grown one, wasn't a young one, full-grown, and held him up, here he was this way, and he couldn't come up to scratch me or bite me, Took him out and threw him in the woods, Here you see one of the large wooden signs that Robert Croft helped put together. We really appreciate the work that he's giving here on Emmanuel's ground. Here you see on the large greenhouse I guess I'll call it a stovepipe, and you can barely see the outline of the gas furnace inside the greenhouse. The gas is not hooked up yet, but this will allow the greenhouse to be kept to a temperature above freezing.
Yeah, we're going to put a sink for employees to wash their hands right here.
Okay.
And then here will be a small place to put our tools.
All right.
And this is where we're going to wash vegetables. We're going to have, they're all going to look like that. And they're going to have a float valve. Yeah, we're going to put a backstop all the way down.
Okay.
So there'll be a little float valve on here like you have
Right.
with regular animal tanks. And so it'll, keep it full, drain it, automatically fills it back up.
Okay.
And then there's going to be 4 of these like this and a table at each one so that we can really wash vegetables quickly.
And then this is
That's a heater.
This will be a gas fired.
So we'll have it minimally heated in the wintertime to about 34 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Just enough to keep it from freezing. We're not going to try to grow tomatoes in January, but it'll create a better work environment. And also with our nursery stock that we grow, we don't have to uncover. And we can get an earlier start on tomatoes. And so, instead of getting tomatoes in the middle of July, we want to have tomatoes by the last day of school. We want to have tomatoes ready for the market. So we've been harvesting lettuce out of here, so that's why it looks a little patchy. But
That's great.
we grow four different varieties all together. So
Yeah.
some come on before others.
Well, this is a nice tiller.
Yeah. What makes it great is that it's got a PTO on it. That means I can change implements on it. So an implement that we want to get for it is a flail mower, and that will allow us to terminate crops and chop it up really finely so it can compost back into the soil very quickly.
All right, what do you have covered up here?
Over here on the left, we've got lettuce and early spring flowers that we've already started. So they're going to overwinter like wheat. And
All right, where is the wheat going to be planted this year? Or have
it's
you?
growing back there.
Oh, that's a note.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the green's coming up already.
Yeah.
Is that whole section going to be in wheat or just
Half of it will be in wheat and the other half will be in spring oats.
What
If you went
all's
to
covered
Food Line.
here? Yeah, the
Kale, more broccoli, more cauliflower in stages.
Philip had to leave. He came up to the garden in Emmanuel's ground to cut some cabbage to take back to a customer that was waiting. I really appreciate being able to do a vlog on this. We were able to see right here at the beginning all of the produce that was being sold that day. And then we went on and one of the students went back and showed me what's going on in the back with the pizza oven that's being built. And he mentioned about the tractor that's being fixed up so that it would be able to run between the rows of strawberries. We walked up to the large greenhouse and we saw that the furnace was installed already. And then he showed me inside there that there was going to be water for the students to be able to wash their hands and storage for the different implements. And then we went over next door to one of the small greenhouses and saw where the microgreens were being grown. And going up the hill, we saw a real nice rototiller. And he mentioned that this rototiller had a PTO on it to, he hopes to get an attachment. All we need is money, of course, to mulch up some of the produce. He talked about the winter wheat that was already showing green back in the distance. And he planted oats this year. He hopes to combine them to make possibly granola. And then, like I say, he had to go back. He showed some of the things that was growing there. As you can see, there is a lot going on here at Emmanuel's ground. I really appreciate the leadership of Philip and Mindy and the students that are there. They are building character in the heart of nature. That's what Shenandoah Valley does. So I appreciate your prayers and contributions to help this to thrive in the future. This is Ramblin' Rusty, signing off for now.